So the Super Bowl halftime performance, I actually thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Psych hated it.
Psych. Double psych.
Psych, I hated it.
Yeah. It was. I don't ever watch them. Honestly, the last one I ever watched was with Justin Timberlake and the Jacksons.
Every year there's a big hubbub about it, but I was at
the Weekend one was good.
I was at the Cellar, right? A bit of an urban crowd, right? Because we were at the Olive Tree and everyone was watching.
No headphones.
I'll tell you what, everyone was singing Certified Pedophile. They're loving life. I sat in the corner. I didn't stand for it. I sat in the corner. I was
you're in the corner. You're like, I believe that's defamation.
You actually said that he should sue before the podcast.
He should sue.
You're saying Drake should sue.
Yeah, the half Jewish part of him.
He is suing them for some stuff.
Well, he's suing like Universal Music, but I don't think he's directly suing Kendrick Lamar
for defamation.
I guess
what was that rabbi that was it?
You're gonna have to be a little more specific here, Ryan. Who was that rabbi that sued for defamation? Let me think. No idea.
He was gonna sue Muhammad Hijab.
Rabbi Shmuley?
No, it wasn't Rabbi Shmuley.
That's what I'm saying.
It was the guy who was Alan Dershowitz. Remember we played? We had the clip on the podcast.
Yeah, he's not a rabbi.
Oh, whatever.
He's very Jewish.
He was a Jewish lawyer, and he was saying he's going to sue Muhammad Hijab for defamation. Because he called him a pedophile or something like that.
Right.
But you're saying that, they should be out there suing for defamation.
I mean, you got to think that Drake has a real case in terms of actual monetary damages for this.
I'm listening.
Yeah. I'm not even talking about straight just like, hey, you call me a pedophile. You're like, this is costing me money.
Yeah. I can't feed my...
Well, here's my ticket sales last year. Here are my ticket sales now. Like, he could probably be like, look at the drop in ticket sales.
I'm listening, man.
Yeah.
Normally I'm not a litigious person.
No, nor am I. But also, this is America. Like, if this was, someone in Canada doing this, you'd be like, sorry, bud.
I'll tell you what else, because I accidentally put my Cellar spots in before I realized it was a Super Bowl. The shows I did, my shows, there was a crowd full of people that weren't watching the Super Bowl.
Tourists.
Not my crowd.
Oh, really? Tourists?
Oh, no, it was exclusively women and gays.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm sure there was some tourists, but it was exclusively, you're right.
Were they all like, yay, sports ball?
They were all the yay sports ball
Oh,
people.
I'm sorry we're not watching your sports ball. Now let's hear your misogynistic jokes, Ryan. Hope we like them.
I knew that going up, though, because I could take a look at them, and I did fine because I knew that, and I changed everything, because I was like, I'm like 6 beers deep, and I don't want to have I don't want to bomb right now.
The grandma set.
I just didn't want to have a bad set, so I went and gave the grandma set, and honestly,
I had a show like that recently where I just looked at the audience. There was like 2 people in a mask, a person in a wheelchair. Half of them were lesbian.
Fine. Is this what slop you guys want?
I was just like, you're getting a fucking Citibank corporate set.
You're getting a corporate. Yeah. Is this what you want? Yeah. Wacky thing that my mom did. You ever drunk text? Yeah. You got to give them what they want sometimes. Yeah. But I didn't want to. I was already been cucked once by fucking Kendrick Lamar upstairs. I didn't want to go downstairs and get cucked by the audience.
Stewing too.
Oh, everyone was rubbing it in my face too.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, they weren't, but I felt like they were.
I mean, 133 million Americans watching the Super Bowl.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Kendrick Lamar does have a good. He does have a good racket going on, because he's made himself so like the black voice that anytime anyone ever says they don't like it, they just go, "Oh, you don't understand black stuff."
Right.
Anytime anyone has any criticism.
Okay, colonizer.
Exactly.
You got one of those. You go.
Okay, boomer. Yeah.
I mean, look,
is it possible that people? It's not possible for you to not like it.
I
understand you're an old
this
white
is
man.
Treasonous, but Not Like Us is a fucking good song.
Well, whatever. Yeah, fine.
It's a bop, as the headphoneless people say.
I'll tell you what. And they keep saying they were so on board with that. Like Serena Williams comes out and they're just like
crip walking, and then goes back to her fucking white husband who founded Reddit.
Yeah, and they go, "Oh, it's for the culture." Yeah, and then she goes back. She guy's pasty white guy, billionaire.
Yeah. The guy who founded Reddit.
He's a pasty ass white dude,
yeah.
And nothing wrong. Good for him. Hey, good for him.
No, this is the pot calling the kettle pasty right here.
But I'm just saying, you go out there and you're just like, I'm the fucking black issues person. It's like,
Well, he is. He's really into that.
He's dating a Klansman, basically. I guess he's the Reddit mod.
Yeah. He's the chief Reddit mod. He's the guy who kicks you off.
He probably says so many actuallys during sex.
Actually.
Actually. She's like, I came twice. Actually, it was only once. I was doing I have your heart rate monitor hooked up to here.
The Whoop band disagrees.
The Whoop band says they actually didn't finish, so I'm back to work. It appears I'll be back to work. Nom, 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 nom. You think she does the tennis grunts during sex for sure, though?
Oh, big time.
That's funny because it's funny if he's done stuff and he goes, you're always like really quiet during sex. She goes, yeah, I don't know, I just never do. And then she's like, anyway, time for tennis practice.
Yeah, I can't please a woman.
I'm just not a grungy person. I really like to make noises while I'm doing
that house shakes.
She must really turn it up. It has to be.
She has to.
Because even if she doesn't, he knows she's capable, so she has to turn it to 11 a little bit.
And she knows that he's been with Drake. She's been with Drake, and that's probably.
I don't think that guy cares though. If you have more money, you know what I mean. That's like fiddlesticks to him. That's probably.
True. Yeah, he's probably richer than Drake.
Yeah, he's more of an actual billionaire. Anyways, this is the kind of the kind of articles. Kendrick Lamar sent a coded message to black people during Super Bowl, and we got it.
Uncle Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, it's kind of like I guess it's sort of with white people. Like if you're out there and you send a coded message, you're not getting praised. For
No.
White people have
white people don't have positive coded messages.
Elon Musk does get the same sort of coverage that he's sending coded messages, but it's never good for him.
No, they're not positive.
There's definitely a ban on white people sending coded messages. But he's getting, I guess Trump gets that with his galaxy brain stuff, but Kendrick Lamar could have lied on the floor for fucking 14 minutes and took a shit, and then every fucking vulture blogger would just have an orgasm on stage.
Yeah, that shit was, the floor was colonialism.
It's a lot of guys like me on those blogger sites too, you know what I mean? It's the guys that sort of like look like me.
Well, it's a lot of English 30s. Majors, right? So then they all have to find all the hidden messages and everything. They can't just write an article about what happened because they don't get to apply their.
It is a weird job because they're talking about it like it's a movie. Like in any other era, this guy would be like a dorky movie buff.
Yeah.
Or like maybe even video game reviews. But he's talking about like rap culture, and it's just like comes across weird.
Yeah, especially as a white man.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was white, but
they had hot dogs at the cellar though. I was loving that.
Oh,
I took down 3 men, so it wasn't all bad.
Bad if only you could have.
It's a nice dog too.
Yeah, it's a good one. Probably a kosher dog.
Yeah, it's kind of making me laugh. The idea
kosher beef dog.
That how much we talk about hot dogs. Imagine someone like ever was trying to say we were on Epstein's Island. The amount of just putting together a compilation of us talking about the hot dogs.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, a grown man just talks about hot dogs that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we ordered 19 hot dogs to the studio.
Make sure you bring the dogs. Make sure you bring a lot of hot dogs. I'm hungry.
Sign up for the Patreon where we do the real hot dog competition. There's a lot of hot dog talking. Someone said this should have been the 1 pound fish guy. That'd be the ultimate Super Bowl commercial.
I already got deported.
I did too.
Yeah.
But if you came out, the special guest, come on, ladies, come on.
That'd be a fucking fire. That place would be rocking.
I think one thing that Super Bowls, period, because there is a lot of people that, when you're a lot of people, let's say like 50 or something, and everyone will be like, I didn't like the Super Bowl. And then people always have to be like, it wasn't for you. And they're like, well, maybe it should be for me. But there is something to be said about like, I guess the whole purpose of Super Bowl shows is this is something for the wives that don't like football.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my wife wasn't watching the game, and then like she came in like the fourth quarter. And
it's for the Super Bowl commercials for the birds.
Yeah, and then
the birds like Kendrick Lamar.
She's like, did I miss the halftime show? She's like, why didn't you tell me the halftime show was on? I'm like, I was barely watching it.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't even.
I know that the birds. That's what they have the halftime shows for the birds.
For the birds.